Come on, Lixzio. Okay. Hi, I'm Sunrise. My first panel, Eddie. Oh, yeah. This is Lixzio. Arctic Fox. It has 27 polka dots. One claw print. We don't ask. I've watched some Fursuit panels. This is my first panel. And a lot of people are looking at fursuiters that already know how to fursuit. And I'm like, why don't we just get some more audience participation, because they may not have fursuited before. So, I've figured I'll get some questions and pass up some seats. That's what's up. I know. Actually, pass out one. Pass out a couple. I'll pass out a few. Go ahead and make a mark on the ones that you find interesting. Does anyone have like pens with them? Have it? Can we use your pen? I apologize for not having pens.
Everything in the kitchen.
Anyone else?
I did have some markers, but they're in my room.
Pass these around and then make a single mark on whatever topic interests you. If you have questions or interests, just note them at the bottom. We'll go over those as well. We're waiting on pens going around.
Take one. Here's one if you guys need one. Pass it around if you don't pass it.
Go ahead and just make a mark around. If you have like a main pen, thank you.
So is this for each aisle?
Well, just anyone in general, just like kind of making a majority.
Ah, okay.
So I'm just seeing what people want to talk about and what people are curious about. My name is Sunrise. I have 3 fursuits. I've been a furry since 1996. I've been a furry for about 26 years. 39. Been in the service. I'm actually still in the service. I'm in the service currently in reserves. Did some college. Did a lot of jobs.
This is just
A little bit different lifestyle. Lixzio is a good fox friend of mine. He's helping me out. So I need someone to pursue. Who's pen? Anyone? Is it yours? Okay. Almost finished.
I have many more in my car. I'm like the person who probably is more prepared than most.
Always be prepared. I need my words.
Thank you.
I'm a little more. Thank you, Lixzio. I own 3 fursuits at the moment. One is my character, other characters I kept alive in the fandom. This is Electropaw's fursuit, codename Photon Wolf, and he's about 17 years old. So we have some history on the table. And I keep on going.
Dog.
Where's my pen? Awesome. What team? You good? Okay. Come in. Yes, it's coming. Where are your glasses? Your glasses. Raise a hand. Who's here at the first convention ever? Wow. Okay. Awesome. My first convention was back in 2010. That's when I started fursuiting. My first convention was back in 2008, California. I didn't know anyone. I didn't have a fursuit. It was rough, but it took a lot of time. I've been in the fandom for a while. Made some really good friends, lasting relationships, and it's been a really good community so far. Oh gosh, okay. So good catch, Lixzio. So one of the questions that we had was, how do you interact with small children? Children are fun. Children are also a lot of high energy chaos, and probably the most fun interactions you will have. Also very challenging ones. You're going to have three different types of children. They're going to love you, they're going to hate you, and they're not going to be sure of it, but they're going to be scared, usually. That's the three. And pay attention about how, like their size, what they're telling you, how their parents are interacting. The parents have usually been in a situation where their kid's like, you gotta see this, and the kid's like, no, I don't want anything to do with this. They're just like, they're like, nope, and I'm like, nope, you don't want to, we don't want to interact. And then their parent is like, you gotta see this, and I'm like, nope, because I can see in the child's face, telling me, they just don't want to interact, and that's fine. You know, you're going to have people that choose to interact, and you're going to have people that don't want to interact whatsoever. They'll tell you. Not everyone wants to see a big old fluffy character. They may not. In my cases, they will, which is a lot of fun. But let people kind of interact with you on their terms. Children, they may be this level, they may be at chest level. And you won't really see it, because you'd be up this level, and you've got the goggles, Fursuit goggles going on, and you have to have an angle of visual. So you make a hit in the chest with, 5 pounds of dynamite. But they don't know, So, if you can, pull them to the side, keep them out of this general area, for obvious reasons. Interact, high fives. Fist pounding, elbowing with the COVID days. See what they want to do. Interaction. If you have a handler, that's great. I do a lot of solo shooting. It's just me. So I actually have a drum circle where I'll interact with kids in the community there. I had a glow staff, and I would put right in front of me. So anyone that has to come towards me would have to kind of come around me, and then I can see them. And I can maneuver the staff, but hey, you guys are overwhelming me. I want to have fun too, but 12 of you was one of me. So they have lots of energy, and they're friendly. They want to know what's going on. Cute, they like the tail. If you have a squeaker in the tail, yes. I don't like to tell people I have a squeaker in the tail. I don't want it to blow up. But they like to tug on the tail, interact, have fun. Get on their level. Don't look over. Your character face may have a different perspective here at the at the eye level. But if you're down on your knees, you can get to their level, and you can actually see where they are. You're not going to be so overwhelmed. So you can do like the hug, or basically any type of gesture interaction that they want to see or pet. Hopefully, I'm not that boring. So children are fun, but children are also the most joyful to interact with. Really, there's not that magic in their eyes. All right, so something that I picked up. We're the Fursuit. FurryCon.
Yeet.
You can Fursuit anywhere. In the right circumstances. You can Fursuit at FurryCon. That's a great place to start. Lixzio will demonstrate the hug, the Fursuit hug. You too. If you're at a con, definitely check out the Fursuit. Paneling 101. It will tell you a lot, learning a lot. Hydration, definitely key. Keep it hot, keep in front of it, keep ahead of it. Food, hydration. Or even Arctic Fox is needed. We're the Fursuit. Anime conventions are different, a little bit different than us. They still take well the furries. Proper care, taking care of yourself, showering.
Amen.
Animes are fun because if you go to an anime convention, you may be the only furry there. And it's a lot of fun, and it's a different culture, and a lot of different people to interact with. They take well to us. It's kind of fun. Get out and venture out past the furry fandom. If you go to comic conventions, it's a whole nother level as well. You may be the only furry there. You may see the whole weekend. If you see another furry there, it's like a long lost friend. It's phenomenal. I saw a person that was like a football field down there, but I saw there was a fursuiter, and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" And we're like, "Oh my gosh!" And we got the hand gestures going on. We were just sprinted toward each other just because we were fursuiters and we were the only furry there.
Feel
I don't know
that.
how long we hugged there, but we definitely hugged it out. So, fursuiting in public. This one's challenging.
Especially North Carolina and Alaska.
Yes. It can be challenging. It can be even more challenging if you don't have a handler. Wow. Always have a handler. I don't like to say that because I usually go solo because I can't find one. If you're at events, bring your safety with you. Umbrella, towel, water, and recovery food. Bananas are great. Potassium. So that'll get you back on the game as soon as you finish your fursuiting. Stay ahead of your fursuiting. I'm having a great time, but I'm like having heat exhaustion, but you don't feel it until you're already well into it. Stop early. You don't want to be a flat on the ground.
Right?
It's not fun. Interactions with people. You don't know how things are going to go 100%. They may be happy to see you, may not be happy to see you. Interact with people that want to interact with you. They'll invite you. They will. They'll be interested in you. Lixzio. If you have props on your fursuit, this is a great one. If you have props on your fursuit, props are great. They give you something to do. They give you something to interact with. How many people have glasses or contacts? Okay, so you probably understand when Lixzio, loses his glasses by accident. But it's almost comical. Hey, I can relate to that. I may not know the character, but hey, I have a pair of glasses. Or I have contacts. We haven't gotten to contacts yet on fursuit, but we're getting there. Not yet. If you have props, they really help in public. It's common. It gives you something to do and act out. You can interact with it, you can display, you can share it with someone. Hey, I got this. Oh my gosh. And like, interactions, if I'm around someone and they're not sure, I try to make someone laugh within the first 10 seconds of interaction. Try to make them laugh or smile. Anything. They may not know what's going on. And I'm not sure either, because we're not. I'm not sure about you, and you're not sure about me. I'm a fluffy character. I'm this one of a kind. Hi. What's your name? Where have you been? I will throw them off. Maybe eye contact can be serious. We'll get the picture posing in a second too. So, if you don't know tense moments, I like the squeaker tail. Because I'll be like 1 second. Like, you just have a tail. And I'm like, and they're like, oh my gosh. Because they don't see it coming, but it adds for comic relief, and they're just having fun, you're having fun, and all of a sudden they smile. Try to make them smile and laugh within the first 10 seconds of interaction. Photos, oh my gosh. COVID just came out. Oh, you're cute. You cute? Are you cute? Okay. What was happening with me is the furry fandom was basically shut down, no conventions, no nothing. Sorry. And I still had to work because I was working in the grocery industry and I still had to go regardless of what was going on. And I had 2 characters at home at the time, and I'm like, man, these guys are quarantined too. It sucks. I'm like, Fox? Yeah. Well, you have 2 characters that aren't getting out, and you like getting out. So I had a local park and threw on my wolf, and we went out and saw what happened. We ended the park rangers. That was fun.
Oh boy.
They have signs not to feed the wildlife. Well, they weren't sure what to think about me, and I wasn't sure what to think about them because I wasn't sure if I was going to get hauled off or not. Because I have a choice to sit at home, or I have a choice to be a furry in real life, and out in the wild. You have a question?
Yes, sir. Is that an issue if you go out and it's not a child's party or?
That's a really good question, and I can go into that
My
too.
husband works in law enforcement.
I'm in the military, so yes, that too.
Yeah.
That's a very good question, and yes, that's actually, we'll dive into
I
that.
did not know that's an issue. Wow.
Well, I'm single. I'm into my 40s. I need to understand what both sides are. You're going to see the children first, and then you're going to see the adults chasing the children to see what's going on. 'Cause
Yeah.
Parents. And if they're parents that are good, responsible parents, they're doing that because they don't know you, you don't know them. But they know you by your actions. They know how you behave. For instance, actually one at the same park, there was a church gathering, and it was massive. It was like over 100 people, and they rented out an Adirondack. They had they had rubber bouncies, parties. I mean, they were going like, this is fun. They were having fun. I'm in full suit, and I'm coming around because it's a 2-mile walk. And I hear the kids. I'm like, oh no, here we go. So I'm out hiking. And this is like my 3rd or 4th time at this park by that time. They come up and I'm interacting with the kids. I'm like, okay, I'm looking at the kids. And I see where they're. I'm like, okay, well, where are the parents? Because I need to know where they are because I need to make sure they're okay with me or not okay with me. Because then I stay on the path and I keep on walking.
Yep.
Because that is a comfort issue, and you want to be careful because if you go out in Fursuit, you're representing the fandom. You're representing yourself, but you're representing the fandom. That being said, I don't think I need to go into more about the people that didn't represent us well. It's been a long haul, but we've done actually very well with a more positive light within media. And the fandom in general has come a long way because I can actually Fursuit in a park, people know who I am. They know I'm a furry. Kids have said that, like 10 or less years old age, and it blows my mind because they know. Parents don't know, but the kids know. I'm like, okay, here we go. This will be fun. I have the biggest smile on my face. Kids are great, but parents are telling me, oh, they're having fun. Parents are okay with it. I'm okay with it. If not, I keep on walking on the path. And they take, they move the children, and I keep on walking on the path. But the staff knows me. That's another thing. That's my ace in my hole. I check the website to make sure what their mask mandates are. If they don't have any mask rules, because this is a full mask that covers the whole face, not just a mask that's covering this part of my face for breathing. And I asked them, hey, I have these 2 guys. I like to hike, get out in the woods, take them out, and not only make smiles, but make memories and have a good time. I like to see wildlife and see it. I like make people smile. I could keep these guys at home, or I could actually use them and get them out. Lixzio is a great example about that. You can't help but smile. So, but they know me. The manager knows me. I will send them a picture or message on the email. Contact them on the phone. I'll be in person. I may even bring the costume because hey. What do you mean you have a wolf? Oh, okay. When they see it, it's, wow, yeah, I'm doing something different. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. But I want to make sure, inform you, hey, up front, this is what I am, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing. And if they're not comfortable, that by all means I don't need to be doing, like, no questions asked, I don't need to be here. And that's fine. It's comfort levels, respect level, too. It's a big responsibility. In some cases, for not only the costume yourself, but the fandom in the whole, you have to kind of be careful when you're stepping out and what they're stepping on, and make sure you understand what they're doing comfort-wise. When I was walking past them, to answer your question, because I've been making it longer, I didn't interact with them because they didn't invite me over. They gathered the kids as ducklings and just kind of were going back, and that was my cue that They're not cool with me. They don't know who I am. They're not comfortable. Okay, that's fine. I'll keep on walking. They waved at me and waved at them. We kept our distance, and we kept on going. You know, COVID's going on too, but that was how the interaction went. And I've had great conversations with parents and their kids. I've had, you know, we're not going to interact. That's cool. I'm not going to interact with you. We're going to keep our distance and respect. I'm going to keep on going the path. I'm not going to hostile. But it helps that the staff knows me and they gave me permission to be there. And I told them, hey, you don't like me, no one likes me. I believe you will not be here again. No questions asked. Because it's a privilege to do that. And it can be easily taken away. That's a really good question. Any other questions by chance? Any?
How do you handle, sorry. Someone's,
No,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead.
How do you handle strongs?
Say again?
How do you handle strongs?
Yes. That's happened.
Know what time it is. No,
That's a
seriously.
smart answer.
8 o'clock, you're all right. 9 o'clock, you're getting less all right. 10, 11 is a witching hour. Don't put yourself in this situation.
Yeah.
First sitting in a bar, first round maybe that's okay, but afterwards, things may happen. Good grief. Yeah, it's not fun. He gets more spots too. Don't put yourself in that situation. If you have a handler, it's not a good situation. It's not a good place. Make sure you have a group of furries, not just going solo, because then you're going to stand out, and that doesn't seem like a good scenario to be in general. Don't put yourself in a bad situation. You have a costume on. You have an object encasing your head, and you basically can't hear or see very well. If you want to know how a fursuiter sees, basically just do like this. That's all you gotta do. That's what a fursuit is, basically like that. Unless you're in a group, but try to stay. Furries drink a lot, but try to stay out of those situations if you're in a non-furry or a comic or anime convention. And play it by ear. If you wouldn't do it in a trench coat and a mask, don't do it as a furry. One of my favorite quotes is very relative. I don't want to say common sense, but I mean, we're still inventing what we're doing. And I go out solo into nature or public. Hold on a second. Did that answer your question? Did that help?
Yeah.
Okay. Long-term suiting. I have 3 suits. Sunrise is 11. Photon Wolf is 17, which is who I'm wearing at the moment, and Fox Fur is 16. I just acquired him a couple months ago. I've started with saying vintage fursuiting because I have older suits. Not many people have older suits. Lixzio, you are 6 years. Lixzio is 6 years old, and has done a lot of repairs on the suit and kept it going. A lot of enhancements. It's been hard work. Keep ahead of your fursuits. A lot of people may have them for 5 years. When you get into double digits, it's like a whole nother reality. It's like what's going to be breaking. I did about the whole day's worth of repairs before I got here, just because I didn't want any issues when I got here. Claws are great. They break.
Yeah.
They sound great. They run. Check your seams. Check them often. They will pop. They will break. You will have a blowout in a furry convention. You will have a blowout in a furry convention. It's not fun. And then you have to repair. Stitching and learning your craft. If you're gonna own a fursuit, learn how to repair. Yes, question.
I've really been surprised that there's not like a little medic station, because everybody I've heard has had issues with,
With fixing?
Yeah, why don't they have like a little?
For here particularly?
Yeah, like,
This is their first.
Like at the cons and stuff.
They do.
Okay.
This one's small, and this is this is their first operations.
Okay.
So This is extremely small to like what MFF will be, or
Okay.
BLFC, which is fixed. So this is a small con that's just getting started. And that's a very good question, that's a very good point. Have a good little sewing kit. If you're gonna own a fursuit, learn how to repair it. It will save you time and effort, heartache, and money. And time. If you send it back to your maker, they may not do repairs. A lot of makers do not do repairs. It's your fursuit, your property. The way you take care of it's gonna take care of you. Learn how to repair it, simple repairs, anything. If you're getting into the double digits, things are gonna just fall apart, which sucks. My pads on Sunrise are literally just crumbling because there's really no integrity left. So, I mean, these are basically just yoga pads. They're sandals. It's not rocket science. But some cons will have repair stations. It would be wise to bring your own. Lixzio has hard soles on the bottom of his feet paws. I have sandals for more cushion. For more outdoorsy, because my feet paws are literally cracking and falling apart soon. They're 17. Some cons will have repair stations. It's also wise to have your own. Funny story about these. I went to Michael's. I'm colorblind, so I can't really see all the colors that you all can. Oh, thank you.
Wait, when you say colorblind, do you actually mean you can't see any color, or do you mean like one color looks totally different?
Most men are red-green deficiency.
Yeah. Well, my
The women can
color
help
story
you.
is coordinated, that's why I
Yeah,
said.
but there are men,
Yeah.
actually, they're truly black and white.
Yeah.
The women.
Well, I understand that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a male trait, but the reason why I asked is my father is truly color discoordinated. They're flipped. They're flipped for whatever reason. So he can see certain shades of red, but certain shades of red actually don't show up as red, they show up as different colors.
Yeah. The
Or
other types is like banana will actually look like a shade of blue for some people. For some
Yes.
people, and yeah.
Wow. And that's my
There's
father.
6 different types. Correct. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow.
There's 6 different types of color blindness. I brought actual parts of my fursuit into Michael's in a bag that had all the shades of color. And then I grabbed the multitudes of yarn. And then I got a coworker there that was female. I was like, can you please help me? I'm colorblind. I want to make sure that this brown is the right shade of brown. And I literally, on this part, I had the yarn on top of it. I was learning to fix it. And that's how I got through that. Just take it slowly and make sure I had the extra strength yarn, string for basically the colors of the fursuit that I have. Hey, Bird. Welcome.
Bird.
Okay. Your fursuit and you. Thank you, Lixzio. When you're selecting a persona, what do you want to do? What are you fursuiting for? What are your reasons? Want to have fun. Everyone wants to have fun. Are there deeper reasons, though? Are you getting over shyness? You want to stand out? Or there's multiple reasons. You want to be cute and adorable blue fox. The paw print. Figure it out. It may be deep, may not be deep. You may be trying to find yourself, maybe having different traits. Maybe want to be shy. Hey, I was scared to do my first panel, but guess what I'm doing? My first panel. So I was like, okay, I need to do this. One, I've done fursuiting. I love the fandom. I've been a fursuiter for many, many years. I've made lots of people smile. Why not share it and contribute? So here I am. I spent 10 years building a persona even before I had it commissioned into a commissioned art piece for a fursuit. As an example. Same one working through a fursuit building at the moment. Basically like either getting a rep sheet. Do you feel comfortable speaking? Or adding? And you don't have to, I'm just, like I said, interactions. You're absolutely fine, you don't have to. You're absolutely fine. You may pick a species, you may have different colors, you may have different themes. You may have a reason why you want a fursuit. You want to make people happy. You want to keep warm in the wintertime. That's a great reason. These
Indeed.
things are great. They're also heavy. But they keep you warm. Summertime, It's hot.
Uh-huh.
Boy, is it hot. Find out what you want to do, who you want to be, and what you want to express in you. False alarm. Fursuiting will tell people a lot about you. The character that you display is going to be basically an internal soul that's coming out of you, that you're going to share with other people and express. If you could sum up furry fandom in one word, this is my opinion, it's going to be expression. It can be who you want, where you want to be, when you want to be. But there's a responsibility in that. Not to be taken lightly. I take fursuiting and furry very seriously. It's been a part of my life for a long time. I have the ability, you have the ability to make a complete stranger days better and to make them smile. It's hard to do that in general. I'm not sure what he's up to. I'm not sure if he knows either.
What does it say? It's the one on the corner.
Oh, you're killing me. Fursuit upkeep, okay. Keep ahead of your fursuits. I lost a tooth in one of my fursuits and I couldn't find it. I'm learning how to upkeep mine. So I didn't know how to fix it. I didn't. Shoot. I contacted the original maker and wanted to see if you could help me. Can I buy something? You know, there are other people. We're still inventing what we're doing. We really are. Fursuit making is still being around. We haven't mastered it. We're still figuring out what we're doing. So now I asked for some teeth that he casted some, didn't charge me, and sent them to me. I was like, okay, well that takes care of that. Thank goodness. Fox has new chompers.
Nice.
That was difficult. I didn't know how to figure that out. I haven't mastered that. I haven't pursued it. I had to figure that out. Any questions by chance?
What?
Any questions, ideas?
I have a question in regards to. I almost want to say kind of like the psychology of it, because you did talk about it in the paperwork, but I actually would like to know the psychology, not only of how that works with others, but how it also works with yourself.
People don't know you. A lot of cases, you may not be even talking to them. So how are you going to communicate if you're not being verbal with someone? You have to be visual communication, body language. They may look at the character. If it has a snarl, okay, what species you're in. Wolf with a snarl is going to have a bite. Fox with a smile is going to be friendly and warm. Just, you know, kind of visualize. Lixzio is a good example. He's a hot fox right